Hey everybody, how are you? My name is Attorney Charles Zavala from Zavala Texas Law. I'm an immigration lawyer here in beautiful Houston, Texas. If you like our videos, you can subscribe, like, follow, share, do all that good stuff. Normally we come out videos relating to immigration, criminal defense, and business claims, answering questions or talking about news that's going on in the news. So today I got a video regarding immigration. It's just about some news that's been happening, and if you're watching the news right now, briefly, the news talks about what's going on, but I'm going to give you a little bit more background and try to connect it as to what's going on. So, like I said, today's is about immigration and it has to do with things, issues occurring along the southern border. So, as you all know, the USA borders Mexico at the bottom, and there has been a large group migration coming from Central America, South America, and Mexico to the USA. So what happened and what's been going on for a while is when Trump was president, he had instilled some policies like Title 42, the Migrant Protection Protocol, MPP, where ultimately what they were trying to do is they were trying to keep this migration flow at kind of pause at the borders. So what did that mean? That means that under Title 42, they were trying to say, look, because COVID is going on right now, we can't allow people to come into our country because of, disease reasons. That was the reason. MPP was another one where they said, look, if you're coming to our country to apply for asylum, you can do it, but you have to do it while you're there on the border. So all these were kind of ways to try to kind of not freeze, or at least slow down the amount of people coming to the USA. So that's kind of the background of what's been going on. And now we have a new president, we have all that new stuff, so different situations happening. So first off, and I apologize if I read something, it's because I'm also looking at my screen. So the federal government, which is Department of Homeland Security, they're going to get rid of the MPP, which was Migrant Protection Protocol. That's what it was called. It really wasn't. What it was called the Remain in Mexico program. So if somebody from a country comes up through the southern border and tries to apply for asylum, what used to happen is they would be allowed in, screened, make sure they don't have criminal records, haven't been deported prior, and then they would be allowed to come in, released to somebody they know or someone responsible, and then they would have to show up to court date, right? But what happens is a lot of people don't show up to their court dates, and unfortunately, so that's why they created this MPP program where they said, look, fight your case asylum there. However, they're getting rid of that. So the Biden administration came in and said, look, this isn't fair. This isn't fair to the border towns. This isn't fair to the people coming in for asylum. Let's bring them in. So, it's going to take a little while until they completely dismantle it, but we are starting to see more of a trickle in of immigrants coming from the southern border, which leads me to my next topic. So let me see here. It seems that, and I'm reading this from you, there is a drop for the second consecutive month, as in how many people cross the border. Let me see. Okay, so it seems like in May 2022, there was almost 224,000 apprehensions at the border. That's a lot, y'all. 250,000. And then it went down 6% in June. Okay. So what they're saying is it looks like maybe the apprehensions are slightly going down. I don't know if that's a long-term thing or not, but that's just kind of the statistics. But anyways, what's going on now that they've gotten rid of that MPP program is, as you'll see in the news, that you'll see certain states like Texas, the state we live in, our Governor Abbott is busing migrants to certain cities that are called sanctuary cities. Sanctuary cities is a really loose term given to cities, or it could even be a state where their policies towards immigration is a little bit more open, right? So the reason why it's called sanctuary cities is because they won't enforce some laws that more conservative areas can, as to apprehension and things like that. So anyways, so the Texas governor is sending these migrants who are being entered through the southern border. He's saying, look, this shouldn't be our problem. They're just here in our border towns. What we're going to do is we're going to send them to these cities or states who claim that, hey, they're open borders or there's stuff like that. So that's what's happening when you see it in the news. Of course, that's creating problems, right? Because you have those cities or states that you're going to that are saying, hey, look, while we are open to accept them, we know we need some sort of coordination. We need to know they're coming, stuff like that. Then you have states like Texas or Abbott who are saying, look, you're saying you're open to these policies, so here you go. Put your money where your mouth is. Politics, it is what it is. But let me see here. That is the up-to-date news I have going on right now with the southern border that I think is very important. Oh, I forgot to say this. Maybe you've seen other videos, but if you haven't, the reason why these people are coming to the southern border is most of them are fleeing situations in their country, whether it's economic, whether it's a personal, whether it's political. And USA has this not program, but this legislative act where we can grant what's called asylum, right? And what that is if you can show that you qualify, and there's different reasons qualify and case law, but if you show that you are suffering persecution and you can win your case, because there's two ways you can do it, either with the government or with the immigration court. But if you can win it, then you're allowed to stay here in the USA. So that's what these people are going for. And the thing is, there's a big group of people that are coming, and not enough judges and not enough lawyers on the state or on the government side. So that's why there's a bottleneck and they're going slow. Right, so that's just kind of what's going on. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Today is what, September 5th, 2022. I hope by the time you watch this video, it's still relevant. If not, it's still interesting just to kind of follow the timeline of we know what's going on. But if y'all have any questions, please feel free to call me on the phone number on this screen. We can do a phone appointment there with me personally via phone, and we'll answer any questions you have. Okay, so thank you. Y'all have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.